How the alleged growing cooperation between North Korea and Russia is drawing attention in Washington, especially amid news that Pyongyang may provide weapons to Moscow, a potential move that prompted the White House to issue this stark warning.
Providing weapons to Russia for use on the battlefield to attack grain silos and the heating infrastructure of major cities as we head into winter, to try to conquer territory that belongs to another sovereign nation. This is not going to reflect well on North Korea, and they will pay a price for this in the international community.
This comes a day after a U.S. official warned that Kim Jong Un may travel to Russia soon to meet with President Vladimir Putin. The official says that the meeting could happen within the month. And joining us now is Hoon Kim, senior correspondent of East and South Asian affairs at the Global Strat View. Hoon, great to be with you today. Let's talk more about this potential alliance between North Korea and Russia. We mentioned North Korea potentially giving Moscow weapons to be used in the war in Ukraine. But what's in it for North Korea?
Well, Tracy, it's very simple for North Korea. North Korea has always wanted two things among many of the things that they've always desired to have that Russia could offer. Number one is food aid. I mean, this deal would also guarantee a level of food aid into the country that, frankly, the people in North Korea definitely need. Although there's no guarantee that it will even go to the people in North Korea. Most likely it'll go to aiding its military. But number two, Russia's assistance in enhancing the missile capabilities of North Korea right now, which could be devastating for North Korea's neighbors, such as South Korea and Japan, and even it could even affect the security of the entire region. So, as for North Korea, this could mean a level of a power move that they've never had before, and so it is my belief that they are looking forward to this very, very much.
Yeah, and there are also reports that North Korea may take part in military exercises with Russia and China. And if that were to happen, this would be the first joint military drills that the Hermit Kingdom has held since the end of the Korean War. Hoon, what do you think this signals?
Well, this signals a number of things. Number one, it signals that Putin, along with the Chinese dictator Xi Jinping and Kim Jong Un, are trying to team up together in order to define in what direction that Asia will go, and potentially the entire world. And also, you have to remember, North Korea has always been closer to China, both economically and quite frankly, just on a social level as well, and politically, of course. And so Russia proposing this is Russia's way of telling the Chinese that, look, we are not excluding you. We're having you as part of our conversation. But if we're going to move forward, we're going to try to move forward together as best as possible. But also at the same time, I'm not sure how long this could last. Even if it does last, how effective it'll be. But it won't be a good news for any country within Asia, particularly our allies who are relying and are working closely with the U.S. military. And so it's a concern for everybody. It should be a concern for all nations around the world. And it's particularly going to be devastating for the people of South Korea, Japan, and folks in the Indo-Pacific. So it can only spell bad news for everybody.
Yeah, something else I want to talk about, Hoon. I want to turn to North Korea's neighbor, China. The G20 summit is taking place in a few days in New Delhi, as we know, in India, and notably absent will be China's leader, President Xi Jinping, although there will be a representative from China attending the global gathering. That said, it seems pretty significant that he is going to be sitting this one out, especially since he's typically been in attendance. What do you think's behind this?
Well, when a so-called superpower does not participate in a major global summit like the G20, in the sense that it's not sending its top leader there, it is surprising to everybody. However, you have to remember, China's going through a huge economic devastation right now, where employment is over, unofficial numbers are over, I believe, over 20 to 25%. And that's a significant number for a country like China, where it has 1.3 billion people. And also at the same time, Xi Jinping has to be is wary actually of the territorial disputes that it's having with India, along with along with a number of its neighbors, including Indonesia, who's actually part of the G20 as well. So, Xi Jinping going there and attending the official G20 functions, it just seems like it's his way of legitimizing at least the concerns of India and its allies. And so it seems like that's part of the reason why he's not going. And plus, for the recent years, Xi Jinping has limited his travels outside of China. He was very, very happy to host countries to China, partly because of his safety. And this is according to China's insiders host David Zhang. It seems that Xi Jinping is very concerned about his own safety as well as the future of the Chinese Communist Party itself. And so we'll just have to wait and watch. But it seems that India, if anything, is on the upward trajectory here, and China is on the complete opposite. And Xi Jinping does not want to show that to the world.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Hoon, thank you so much. Hoon Kim, Senior Correspondent of East and South Asian Affairs at the Global Strat View. Thank you again, my friend. Appreciate it.